I will not let life conquer me. I will above it rise, because I believe in my possibilities. Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's Crispy the Drum Block.
It's just easy. Jaga what? Jaga yeah, Pamela, don't leave me hanging. Oh, if for your love, I do with you. Anything I do, baby, forgive. Pamela, don't leave me hanging. Oh, for your love, I do with you. Anything I do.
Life can be challenging. However, within you dwells your possibilities. Believe in your possibilities and go for it. Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities.
Life can certainly be challenging. Life can be certainly challenging. But believing in your possibilities makes it work. It's Friday and it's 7:01. Good morning to you, Simone and Kojo.
Morning, Kojo Moko. How you doing?
I'm beautiful. I'm very well. It's Friday. The week is ended, and I'm happy.
Nice one.
I'm happy. I'm cheerful. I'm joyous. I'm jubilant. I'm full of beans this morning.
I was about to add that actually. You read my mind. Full of jelly beans.
That is
have you been on the sugar?
Sorry?
Have you been on lots of sugar? Sounds like you're on a lot of jelly beans.
Well, I went running this morning. I went running.
Well, that's fine. That's natural endorphins then. Very
That's
good.
correct. That's correct. And I got myself a whole jug of chocolate drink.
I told you. I knew there's sugar involved somewhere.
Yeah, there's sugar somewhere. There's sugar somewhere. There's sugar somewhere. Simone, how are you doing? How has been your week? How has been?
It's gone by. I don't know. It seems like as soon as I sort of sit down, we're talking about Monday, and then we're midweek, and then it's Friday again.
You're correct.
It's just going so quickly.
Yes.
And of course, this is our first week in the month. So so far we've had a good start to our new month.
Yes. Yeah. It's a beautiful way to end the week, because so many things are happening. So many things. One of the things that has just happened. Fantastic Radio has just gone on Amazon Echo Spot.
Wow!
Yeah, Fantastic Radio. It's gone on Amazon Echo Spot. So all you need to do is to say, play Fantastic Radio UK, and Amazon Echo Spot will play.
Well, we are talking about the digital age, aren't we, today, and enterprising.
Exactly.
So, it's that easy, is it? Just call the name and it's played.
You just
button pushing or on the devices. Just speak and it does it.
Because some of the thing about technology and what radio has gone to, as radio is evolved from touching the frequency, touching the knob, and it's now just speaking and talking. The voice activation thing is kicked in.
Yes.
And it's changed a lot of things. So Fantastic Radio has just gone on Amazon Echo Spot. So those of you who've got the Amazon, the Amazon, what do you call it?
The Echo Spot device. So it's like, okay.
All you need to do is say, play Fantastic Radio UK, and everything we are saying right now will pop up on the system, and you'll be able to listen to us. For those of you,
and also, can I also ask about that? I should know all the details, but we're going to the 24/7 radio streaming that comes up as well, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So
it's not just for this show. It's not just for this show at 7 a.m.
No.
This is just to hear Fantastic Radio 24/7.
So you have a skill, right? And I know I've said it private. I tell you, you have a way of juggling my mind, because I would say something, and I would have completely forgotten, and you would just kick it in. Thank you for bringing it up.
No, it's good to know, actually. I mean, I haven't bought myself an Echo Spot, but I might consider it now.
Absolutely. So when people get the Amazon Echo Spot and they get the system, all they need to do is to say play Fantastic Radio UK, and we will come through. The other place you can also listen to us as you go on Huawei, the Huawei smart television. You go on a Huawei television, and what you do is you go on the app section of the Huawei television, smart television, and all you need to do is to click. You find our app in there. It's Fantastic Radio UK. The app is there. All you need to do is to find the app, click it, and 24/7 we are on there. Download the Fantastic apps on all app stores.
Excellent.
We are crawling slowly, and we will start running, and we'll start sprinting.
But also the 24/7 service gives it gives a full playlist. It gives a full playlist, so you're not getting the 30-second burst that you get on this show, because we have lots to talk about around the music. But for the 24/7 apps, whether you take it from the other platforms or through the Amazon device, you're going to hear a full playlist of music. And you hear the songs from beginning to middle to end. So it's very different experience, but it's still fantastic radio. Wonderful. That's amazing.
Beautiful. I mean, the technical guys sent me the list and said try it, and I tried it and I saw it, and I was very excited. I was very, very excited to see what
you don't need sugar and a 5K run this morning. Then you're already excited. Goodness me, we bounce off the walls by the end of the day.
It's not the sugar, is it?
It's not the sugar. It's not the sugar. It's not the 5K run from getting the fresh air outside. It's from this. And well done.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. So for those of you who are also watching us on YouTube, thank you very much for connecting with us on YouTube. Thank you so very much. For those of you who will rewatch us on YouTube, if you have any questions, any contributions, or any comments, please leave it down there. We will get in touch with you. We will get going. Today happens to be the 6th of August.
What year?
I know what you're expecting. You're thinking this guy is going to mess it up. No, I'm not going to mess it up. I wrote it on the sheet.
And a big white yellow paper as well, so you can't miss it.
Today is Friday, the 6th of August, 2021. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako. Her name is Simone and Kojo. You find her on Twitter at Uncle Simone, and you find me at Bonti, Bonti Amwako. Bonti Amwako. Bonti Amwako on Twitter. We get the conversation going. We're talking today about the Black Pound and what's happening tomorrow. Buying from black shops and across the UK, wherever you live, there are shops that you can go to. We'll also be talking about a particular celebration of a particular.
I'm going to say what's happening today, tomorrow, and the other things that will come.
What is happening today? Then help us. What's happening today? Go on.
I can give you a little clue, and it's a phrase that's coined by a particular nation that states out of many, one people.
Yes.
Out of many, one people. We like to use that. And for those that might have visited Jamaica, they might have heard that quite a lot. So Jamaica is celebrating their Independence Day today. And it's been, since 1962 to present day. We've had a Jamaican, today's been the national holiday, celebrated Jamaica after 300 years of British rule. So basically, it's a celebration of that. On the 1st of August, we also had the Emancipation Day. But most people acknowledge, not saying that people don't acknowledge the Emancipation Day too, but the bigger holiday or the national holiday is more acknowledged or noticed for Jamaican Independence Day, which is today, the 6th of August. So,
I'll be glad, and if we knew ahead, we could all gotten somebody who comes from who knows more of Jamaica's delve into Jamaica's history. But you have got few things scribbled, haven't you?
Just about that, and then we're going to move on from there to talking about the Olympics, because there's a lot to say. Like you said, there's so much happened this week. So we're going to be,
Talking of Jamaica and the contribution that Jamaica has brought to sports, to entertainment, to most spheres of disciplines, we want to say happy Independence Day to Jamaica. And what do you say? What are some of the popular slogans, Simone? You should be.
Well, that was it. I could do the whole accent thing and all that stuff.
Right, give me one then.
No. We're gonna keep it.
Is it? Let's keep it like that. 7:11. 7:11. But today happens to be Jamaica's Independence Day. They want to wish them all the best, and success as a nation, and the contribution they bring into the world from music, entertainment, industry, business, and across Jamaica. We have there's a huge Jamaican population in Ghana. A huge Jamaican population in Ghana. I was in Ghana 10 years ago, and I went to Du Bois Center. Du Bois. Yes, Du Bois Center. I was there for a musical night, and it was Jamaican musical night. So they played different Jamaican music and play the music and all the other things that they do. So we want to say happy Independence Day to Jamaica. We have a special treat for Jamaicans who are listening, and everybody who celebrates with the Jamaicans. We're going to go for music, and as soon as we come back, we're coming with tidbits and how we can, the things we're going to be sharing with you. Good morning to you. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako and Simone Uncle. You find Simone on Twitter at Uncle Simone, or you follow Simone on Instagram as Simone Uncle, or you get in touch with Simone at simone@fantasticradio.co.uk. Good morning to you, Mr. Hamidi, and let's do music. Jamaica, happy Independence Day. Good morning.
You can reach Simone Ankle via simone@fantasticradio.co.uk and connect with her on Twitter at Ankle Simone.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be alive through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica land we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us vision lest we perish. Knowledge sent us, Heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be us forever. Jamaica land we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica land we love.
Connect with Kojo on Twitter at bontiamoaco or on email bonti@fantasticradio.co.uk.
Wow, that was a beautiful treat. That was a beautiful treat. Jamaica was my mother's homeland, so it's beautiful to hear that. Almost stood up and did a salute when I listened to that. I didn't really, but almost. I was quite tempted to. I thought it's beautiful. That's so lovely. Yeah, I love to hear the Jamaican national anthem played. That was wonderful hearing it from beginning to end. And yeah, it's beautifully sung, and the words are excellently written. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. I've got big goose pimples now.
It's so refreshing. So refreshing and so empowering at the same time. So happy Independence Day to the Jamaicans across Great Britain, and happy Independence Day to Jamaicans across the island and across the world. We want to wish them happy Independence Day and all the great desires and hopes that they wish and desire as a nation. We hope and pray and trust that they will be able to manifest it, become the beacon on the world stage as they desire to become. What are we doing today, Miss Simone and Kojo?
Oh, we're talking many things. We're doing part 2 really of the entrepreneurship and the digital age, because we're covering some of that topic. Well, a lot of that topic this month. But yes, we don't need guests this morning because we've got lots to talk about amongst ourselves.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So like you said, a lot's happened this week. We're talking Olympics Tokyo 2020 at the moment.
That's correct. And
Olympic sports include a series of games featuring 33 competitors and 339 events held across 42 venues. And that's mainly taking place, of course, in Tokyo, Tokyo, Japan. Now, Jamaica has been coining in the medals in this game season anyway, the women mainly leading the sports. Congratulations to Elaine Thompson, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Sharika Jackson, who won 1, 2, and 3 in the women's 100 meters final. People might think that's old news now because so much more has happened since then. But that is still a great achievement. That's gold, bronze, and silver in that one race alone. So that is amazing to see that. The male sprinting team are catching up. We've also had since then, let me get to this, sorry. We had a great performance from Hansel Parchment and Ronald Levy. And they took gold and bronze, respectively, in the men's 110 hurdles at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So they there's so much more going on. I could mention it, but there is a lot coming out of Jamaica in terms of their successes, their sporting success anyway. So yeah, congratulations to Jamaica so far. We also have to acknowledge, of course, and we will acknowledge Great Britain, because we're doing very well too here. So yes, Jamaica, we're going to put you on a pedestal this morning, and of course, rightly so. But we've also got to speak about Great Britain and where we are, where we live. We actually do have many sporting successes too. So at 13 years old, Sky Brown, you must have heard of her. She made history at the REA Urban Sports Park, becoming the youngest Olympic medalist for Team GB after winning a bronze medal at a skateboarding superstar. Young 13-year-old. I just thought to myself, my God, what age did she start? This sport. But she's done excellent. She took bronze, and such a young age. But yeah, there's nothing delicate about her. Delicate about her age, maybe, but she's nothing delicate about her because she's been spinning in the air and doing backflips and all sorts on that skateboard, and she's managed to achieve a medal as representative of Great Britain. So well done to Sky Brown. There's been other successes in sailing and just show jumping, which has enabled Team GB to shoot up the medal table on day 12 of the Tokyo Olympics. Hannah Mills, who's a 33-year-old, and Idia McIntyre, 27 years old from Hampshire, won gold in sailing. And there's just, you're just going to imagine the amount of pressure that they've put themselves under, not put themselves, but they've gone through, But they've been great competitors. And for those people that have tried to get through, you know, we acknowledge those two as well, because not everyone's going to be on the international stage and seen on TV at the moment. A lot of people have been working hard towards this, and through other issues, might be injuries, sports injuries, or other factors, have not been able to make it to Tokyo this time round. But we do have other Olympics taking place in Paris 2024. So we hope for those that want to pursue this career, we hope them the very best, and we hope that, you know, they'll get their get to be seen also and acknowledged in the international sporting arena in years to come.
I'm happy you mentioned 2024. I'm really happy you mentioned 2024, and the last phrase you used as in encouraging and motivating and sharing with the people who are dreaming and hoping to compete and get into this game. For those who are not, or who could not get through this year and haven't really excelled this year, please don't be disheartened. Don't be disheartened. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of possibilities ahead that you are going to step into. And for those who are also working towards 2024, please, we are cheering for you, and we are saluting you from this side of town, saying that come through, leave your possibilities, prepare. There are times where you're going to feel discouraged. There are times where you're going to feel a bit overwhelmed, but set the target, set the goal, set the dream, and set the vision, and go for it. 2024 is looking forward to you. And again, it goes back to our feature for the month. It's very entrepreneurial in even in sports. It's a mindset. Understand the opportunity, understand that the opportunity comes with its own threats. It comes with its own challenges. It comes with its own failures. It comes with its own unknowns and insecurities. But please understand this. Please understand this. The possibilities lies within you. It's all within you. It's all inside. Okay. For those who could not or did not excel as much this time in the Olympics, or who are very discouraged and not very enthused because whatever they desired didn't come through, you have 2021 to step in. You've got at least 2.5 years to prepare and go for it. And for those who are wishing and hoping and trusting to get into the Olympics, you know, as Simone rightly said, it's going to happen in France. It's in Paris, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Prepare for it accordingly, because if you got a 13-year-old young woman doing it, it means that if you are 9, you got the time to prepare. If you are 10, you got the to prepare for it, and you can do it. You can do it. So your possibilities is right ahead of you. Let's do Paris 2024, and let's go get the gold, and let's go get the bronze and silver. And again, let me also say this: all of us cannot win gold. All of us can win gold. And the fact that you've won silver makes you a winner too.
Absolutely.
The fact, what I'm saying? The fact that you won bronze doesn't make you a failure. You've also won.
The fact that they've come through all those trials in order to get to that, to get to compete in the first place.
Absolutely.
It's success.
Absolutely. Yeah. Those are your possibilities. The next time, if you want to go for the gold, it becomes your possibilities too. But please don't put yourself under any unnecessary pressure to become what other people want you to become, and just strive for what you have. Be grateful and thankful for what you have. It comes again with a person running a business and sort of sliding into entrepreneurship. All of us are not going to win at the same time. We're going to win at different stages in our lives, and let's be grateful and let's be thankful, and let's see how we can make our business more accessible and win in our way, and win in different ways. How we want to win, and how we can be productive and contributing value to our customers. We have some few announcements we'll be sharing with you of businesses across that we want to be sharing with you. I have an idea of how to choose, or I've got few ideas of how to choose an accountant, which I have that I would love to share with you. We go get music. So you're going to say something, please?
No, that's great. Yeah.
So when we come back, I'll share with you how to choose an accountant by courtesy of ByStart, how to choose an accountant and what goes into choosing an accountant. I will share with you some of the things you got to look out for. I don't own the copyright of it. I read it from an article and I want to share with you, and what I have also learned in the process, of running a business and all the rest of it. Let's go get music, and as soon as we come back, we would be able to share with you the tidbits and also the knowledge that we have gathered for you this morning. Let me say to you, we are glad that you chose us this morning. Thank you. It's Simone and Kojo Bonti Amwako. Let's do music.
Passion, creativity, and resilience are the most crucial skills on the entrepreneurial journey. If you've got those, you're ready to embark on the journey. Fantastic Radio UK. Your business, your possibilities.
If it wasn't for Rastafari, I would have no strength to survive. Hey, let us take a look around, see what's going down. Yo, tell me how come here in Jamaica so many people still have fight Rasta? Tell me how come don't I East West them never can feel him and but them can't see that? Tell me how come.
Right, where should we start?
The monkeys.
Okay, we'll start with the monkeys. Then we'll see the elephants. Then the rhinoceros. Then we can see the penguins being fed. Then we'll have some lunch ourselves, but not fish. Then we can see the snakes and the creepy crawlies and the tigers and the lions. Then I'll buy you an ice cream. Then you'll wind me up. Then I'll lose it, and then I'll hate you. Then we'll see the camels and go home.
If you thought about it first, would you ever hit your children? Hit means lost it. For advice and information, call the NSPCC on 0808 800 5000.
Hello?
You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Wait. A mobile top-up card and 2 helium balloons, £17.
Who picks you up each time you're down? Oh, baby. Wait.
Making your girlfriend laugh,
Right.
however far away she is. Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, accepted for all kinds of tricks and treats.
Yeah.
What's up, well? What time is it?
You will see me as the world's greatest living artist. My creativity will leave you speechless with admiration. You will be delighted to clean my brushes because you know every sketch, every painting will be a priceless masterpiece. My work will adorn every wall. Your home will become a shrine to my genius. Because I am your toddler, and these are my rights.
To further develop your toddler's talents, check out Mothercare's latest range of arts and crafts and educational toys. Mothercare, for that magical, messy process called parenting.
J'épais dans mes jeux de chambre, sur la rue Pressette, j'ai trafiqué tellement de go. Elle s'appelle Miss Lolo. Si tu l'as dit, son balcon, ton cœur pour bon. C'est versé, ouah, j'ai surnommé ça Cynthia. Abrobiasta. Je suis corophonie.
My name is Tony Anthony John Hicks. I've had throat cancer. They've come in and removed my voice box. This was caused by smoking. Don't smoke. Do not smoke.
Anthony Hicks also found it difficult to listen when people warned him to stop smoking. Sadly, he died of throat cancer last year. For help giving up smoking and details of your local NHS Stop Smoking service, call 0800 169 0169.
Raga, so raga, oh, yeah. You don't have to dread to be Rasta. Oh, this is not a dreadlocks thing, divine conception of the heart. Well, you don't have to dread to be Rasta. Well, this is not a dreadlocks thing.
If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Fantastic Radio UK. Your dreams, your possibilities.
Your dreams, your possibilities. 31 minutes past 7 on Fantastic Mornings on Fantastic Radio. With Kojo, Bonti, and Walko, and Simone and Kojo.
I wanted to acknowledge something, and we should have conferred about the wardrobe situation. Otherwise, I would have put in something more tropical and befitting for Jamaican Independence Day. But I can see you've actually raced ahead of me, as you do, and put on some lovely red, gold, and green braces. I just noticed those. It's like, wow, where'd you find those? They look amazing. So congrats to you for looking so dapper. And, representing with lovely colours today on behalf of Jamaican Independence Day. And,
Right. No comment.
I know. I can see you a little bit kind of, oh my gosh.
No comment. Thank you very much.
That's very duly noted. And thank you very much for raising our vibrations that way. On another note, we had other things to celebrate this week. Like I said, there's so much going on. But tell us about Ghana Fellows Day, because that was a part of the celebration this week as well.
Yes, there was the Ghana
Founders Day. Sorry, was it Founders Day? Correct. Yes, wonderful.
Yeah, Founders Day for how Ghana was founded, and how there was before Nkrumah and Co come through, there were people like Pa Grant and JB Dankwa and other people who set the platform for Dr. Nkrumah to come in to lead the party to get independence of the British and from the Gold Coast into Ghana, and a host of people contributed. Usually the forebearers, the people that really started the whole process, because of history and the way history is written, they don't really get the acknowledgement. And when the president come through, he said, look, we've got to honor every one of them. So it wasn't just Kwame Nkrumah who played a part. There were other phenomenal people who contributed way before Dr. Nkrumah came through. There were the Marcus Garveyites who came through and supported the whole, the emancipation in Ghana. You had George Patmore. You had, again, these people came from Jamaica who gave the support, the intelligence, the thinking, and the intellectual capacity for people to be able to think through. So there was
an international assembly of people that focused on Ghana's independence. And it's funny because it's not funny, but it is also this saying that goes around, and this is, I don't know where it initially came from, but we do stand on the shoulders of giants, really, in that sense, because there are many people that laid foundations for where we've become and where we are now. So it's wonderful that you have Founders Day in Ghana, and it acknowledges people that laid the groundwork and prepared the landscape for what it's become now, and the political landscape and everything else. So yeah, wonderful.
You know, so and it runs through the whole of the continent. It runs through the whole of the continent. Way before Nelson Mandela, there were people like Steve Kekana. There were people who played major instrumental roles, and some of these people didn't get or haven't received or gotten the showcasing and the acknowledgement. And again, that is not what they were in for. They came in there for the love of the people and for their country. But Ghana has took the 4th of August to honor and celebrate the founders who contributed with the formation of the country and everything that went into it. So we want to say thank you for the forefathers and everyone who contributed for the country of Ghana, and also for the continent of Africa. It goes right through the Zimbabwe to Southern Africa to Kenya to Tanzania to Egypt to the whole of the continent. All the founders who helped in forming and shaping and discovering the place, and and still forming and creating opportunities and possibilities for the next generation. We want to say thank you for those who are out there. We are here cheering you guys up and celebrating you with all of you, to say that, listen, what you're doing, we appreciate what you're doing and we are grateful. So the fact that we're not on the continent doesn't mean that we're not interested, right? We are here, we're doing things, and it's our way of also saying that we are adding to what you guys are doing. So thank you for all of you who are on the continent. It could be anywhere on the continent of Africa, on the island, on Jamaica, and also here there are people doing remarkable work here, founding stuff and moving things forward, in moving the community forward, and helping people to become better people and looking at different opportunities that we can explore. There's a gentleman who I have been watching on YouTube, and he runs a movement called ATPAC that at some point I'd love to have. Running movement.
I've heard of that. Yes,
and beautiful work, that gentleman is doing.
Yes.
And I find things like that inspiring. I find things like that, very, very.
Are you referring to Dean O'Kay?
Dino
yes. I know. Yes, I've seen some of his work as well, and he's been very active for many years in different platforms. But ADPAC is one of his latest ventures, I think, in the last couple of years. So it'd be good to actually hear from him soon.
I would love to talk to him. I would love to talk to him and see how we can support the work he's doing and other people who are contributing immensely. The other thing is the UK business, the UK business show that is coming up in October.
Oh yes.
I think on Monday we'll sort of do a feature on it and talk about it. But that's another thing. That's also founding stuff, trying different things and moving things further and seeing how they can add value to people's lives. So talking about founding and entrepreneurship, another thing that I would also want to say to businesses across Great Britain, Black businesses across Great Britain that need support. Let's see how we can go and support these businesses. Tomorrow happens to be the Black Pound Day, isn't it?
It is. It certainly is. Yes. Are we going to speak about this now? We can.
Let's do it.
Yeah? Okay. Bear with me. Because I'm skipping ahead of myself, but we are going to definitely mention this because this is an important date in the calendar. It has become so since 2020 because we started off with, of course, the protests following George Floyd's murder. But of course, it's a lot of that kind of stress, those kind of stresses, and that reaction was caused by ongoing issues, of course, with policing anyway, across the world. And just brought it all to the fore, really. What we have here is Black Pound Day taking place tomorrow. And it's founded by music artist Swiss of So Solid Crew. The first Black Pound Day took place, like I said, on Saturday, the 27th of June last year. And it has been an amazing success. It has been trending in the UK ever since, every month, or the first Saturday of each month, actually. And it's simply one day per month, really. But of course, we can consciously endeavour to support Black businesses any time of the year and more consistently if we wish. It's a monthly campaign that encourages consumers to spend money with local and online UK Black-owned businesses every Saturday of the month. The aim is to address economic inequalities and imbalances affecting Black businesses and entrepreneurs in the UK and global diasporic communities. According to the Black Pound Day website, if we spend £10 a week on Black businesses, we can inject 1.9 billion into the Black community. What this music artist says, and this is Swiss originally from the So Solid crew. Swiss says, as a more long-term sustainable response, I realised that when the fists came out in the air, the most practical step we could do is put those fists in our pockets to help assist adjusting economic inequalities that have affected the Black community historically. Black Pound Day is officially the biggest economic movement for Black people in the UK since time immemorial, and has successfully turned unconscious consumers into intentional spenders and political protesters to economic activists. So what we just need to be conscious of, and a lot of us are probably familiar with it now, because of course it's been streaming as a monthly event on the first Saturday of each month. But for those that aren't familiar with this, just remember that we can achieve this vision of Black Pound Day to encourage consumers to spend with Black businesses on the first Saturday every month. We can choose to do spend more frequently if we wish, not just for once a month. And if you visit www.blackpoundday.uk, you can access.
Can you please say that again?
I'm saying it so slowly. Sorry, I'll slow down. www.blackpoundday.co.uk.
Right.
And that's to access the business directory for arts and entertainment, education, hair and beauty, food and takeaways. Let's see, home improvement, sports and fitness, plumbing and heating, legal services, web development and marketing. There's so many categories on there that people have been invited to register their businesses on there, just to, so it has more visibility, and that people can actually access those provisions and those services across the UK. So yeah, it's worth, please visit that website. It gives you much more information about the reason for the movement in the first place, but also how it actually helps the economy and how it helps to inject 1.9 billion. I mean, that's amazing. Back into the Black community. If we just spend £10 a week on a Black-owned business and support them. There's so many. I could go into a list of other businesses, but it would take some time. Absolutely. So really what we want to acknowledge first and foremost is that tomorrow is Black Pound Day. And it's a monthly event, first Saturday of each month. And if we all consciously try and endeavour to support Black business, we possibly already do that, which is wonderful. But for those that aren't in the know, then it might be something they'd like to take on board and consider as well if their monthly spending habits. So that's what we have to say.
And the website is www.blackpoundday.co.uk. Am I correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yes. So we will really suggest, really encourage you going on www.blackpoundday.co.uk. Let's go in there, read information, and obviously the directory is there, and you can always, support businesses across the UK and see how we can add value. We've done it the last time, and please, let's see how best we can be of service to them. 44 minutes past 7. Let's go get music, and as we come back, I'd love to share with you 10 tips for choosing an accountant for a small company. Mr. Hamidi, let's do music. It's Bonti Amwako and Simone and Kojo on Fantastic Morning on fantasticradio.co.uk. Let's do it.
Sharing stories with you, exchanging life experiences with fantastic music, discussing current affairs. Most of all, it's about you. Thank you for choosing Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities.
children, stay away from war and strife. Stop all the fuss and fight. If you wanna live a good life, well, yes, your children, stay away from war and strife.
Hello? You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Wait.
A mobile top-up card and 2 helium balloons, £17.
Who picks you up each time you're down? Oh, baby. Wait.
Making your girlfriend laugh,
Wait.
however far away she is. Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, accepted for all kinds of tricks and treats.
Yeah.
Bulma sen, bulma gis ma di re, nga fok mi yow, xamuma li nekk ci sama suuf.
You will see me as the world's greatest living artist. My creativity will leave you speechless with admiration. You will be delighted to clean my brushes because you know every sketch, every painting will be a priceless masterpiece. My work will adorn every wall. Your home will become a shrine to my genius. Because I am your toddler, and these are my rights.
To further develop your toddler's talents, check out Mothercare's latest range of arts and crafts and educational toys. Mothercare, for that magical, messy process called parenting.
This is an intercultural exchange and an intercontinent experience. FANTASTICRADIOUK.co.uk, home of possibilities.
You're very much welcome. 48 minutes past 7 on Fantastic Mornings on Fantastic Radio with Simone and Kojo, Bonti, and Wako. We'll be sharing with you Jamaica's national holiday. We've also shared with you several things across the world, and stories and conversations and the things we would have to do to realize our own possibilities. 48 minutes past 7, and as I said, I'll have 10 tips for choosing an accountant as we celebrate and also share with you ideas and encouragement and knowledge throughout the whole of August on entrepreneurship. In choosing an accountant, this is what I'm getting this feedback from bitestart.co.uk, and please, you can go in there and get it. Now, let me just also say this before I go any further. Whilst we were on break, my good friend Charles Dockford sent me a text and said, "You never told us who sang the national anthem." So, Charles, you were listening, right? And now, because I'm playing golf with Charles tomorrow, considering if the weather comes. And he said, "I'm listening," because Charles has never listened to us. So Charles,
okay.
And he said, "You never told us who sang that beautiful song." That song, or that national anthem, was done by a gentleman called Richie Stevens, and we got that particular feed from the Jamaican National Football Federation platform. So if you want to know and listen to it over and over and over again, you go on the Jamaican National Football Federation platform and you would be able to see it. And the gentleman that sang the Jamaican National Anthem is called Richie Stevens, as in Richie Stevens, as in Stevens. So Richie Stevens did the Jamaica song. So listen, Charles. Charles is checking me out.
I know. It's quizzing you.
Yes. Let me quickly do the 10 tips in choosing an account. The first one is make sure you research your options earlier on. You have to research your options earlier on. Consider choosing an accountant before you start a business. As soon as you can, or just as you start your business, to understand the startup expenditure and how to register with the tax authorities. So that's the first one you look at. Research your options earlier on. The second one is make sure your accountant is qualified. Making sure that your accountant is qualified. Make sure that your prospective accountant is fully qualified. Most firms are members of a recognized accountancy body such as the ICAEW, right? ICAEW, or ACCA as in Certified Accountant, or ECAS as in the ICA in Scotland. So you make sure that the person who you're going to use, or the company you're going to use, they are qualified and they do have the necessary qualifications to be able to service your business. The third one is use a small business specialist. Make sure your accountant has experience of dealing with other small businesses, particularly other businesses within your industry. If it's radio, or if it's music, or if it's an electrical business, or it's a personal development business, or whatever, find out whether the accountant has got some kind of understanding in your industry, or he is willing or she is willing to learn something within your industry to be able to serve you much better. The fourth one is, how much will your accountant cost? How much will the accountant cost? Because these things can be very tricky, because it's more of a service industry. Sometimes you are not too sure where the lines are, and the lines get slightly blurred. So make sure you ask the accountant, how much is your services? How, are they annual fees? Are they monthly fees? Are they an entry and exit fees? What are some of the extras that I've got to pay when I use your services? We go to the fifth one. What services are included? There are a number of core duties all accountants should carry out, such as setting up your payroll, complete your company annual accounts if you run a limited company, accounting for VAT or for the HMRC and etc. Make sure that you do that. What services are included in the costing that the person or the accountant is sharing with you? I go to the sixth one. We will go for music on the sixth one. Then when we come back, we will carry on with the rest of the four. The sixth one is talk to several accounting firms. Don't just speak to one accounting company. Several accounting firms. I had to speak to about 9. Yeah, I spoke to about 9 several accounting firms, because a lot of them run different services, and some of them have got competencies, and they've got people in-house who can help you. And some banks also have got services that you can access. So, see how best you can talk to them. And
that refers back to your original point, your first point, which is research your options. Yeah, which is wonderful. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense to find out a bit more about the firms, and also, what's required and what they offer as a service.
And make sure you check them out. You check them out.
Yeah.
If it can come from recommendations, by all means, go ahead and let them do that. The seventh one, as we prepare to go for music, the seventh one is communication. Communication. From your own experience, the biggest problem we found with accountants, from my experience, the biggest problem I have with accountants, sometimes they can be very highfalutin. They use all sorts of words that you don't understand. They can quote some words, and you're sitting there thinking, what is this guy talking about? Make sure that when they speak, you can understand what they're saying. And let me also say this, you are paying them for a service, right? So they have to be able to explain and be able to break it down for you systematically, so that you don't get confused. Let's do music, and as we come out, share with the rest of it, the 3 that we can prepare to get our way out. Let's do music, and as soon as we come back, more music and more conversations. Let's do it.
Empowering conversations, current affairs, and collections of fantastic music made with you in mind. Thank you for choosing Fantastic Mornings. This is Fantastic Radio UK.
The blackness. Keep on. Never say die. Keep on. Blackness. Keep on. Never say die. Keep on. Blackness. Never say die. Never say die.
Baby, let's cruise away from here.
You can now listen to us on the go by downloading the Fantastic Radio UK app on all app stores. Do a search now for Fantastic Radio UK.
You're very much welcome. We've got a few minutes to get our way out of the studio, and we share with you. We're sharing with you different things you have to consider when choosing an accountant. And we've mentioned seven. We've mentioned six. So the seventh one is the seventh one. Let me just quickly say this. What size of is it seventh?
I think you might be the eighth one.
Okay,
You've mentioned communication.
What size is the firm? What size is the firm you're looking at working with? Because sometimes the huge ones, you get lost in translation, where they don't know who you are and all that. So if you want to work with a bigger company, I'm not going to give any of them any plug, but there are huge ones you can use. You can go into them and see whether they can be with you. Or if you want a small accounting firm, could be 2-3 people who can help you. And there are other ones on the high street that you can always use. And let me go into technology, because with technology, there are a few things that we have listed that Simone can go quickly and run through, and some apps. Technology. Does your accountant work with all the leading online accounting softwares, as in the Xerox, the Sage, and the free agents? This type of software has revolutionized life for both accountants and their clients. It has never been easier to keep your accounts up to date and view the status of your payment of tax and liability instantly. If your accountant hasn't adopted cloud software yet, they are best avoided. That's an advice, right? So
makes a lot of sense.
That's right. You were going to say something, Simone, about the technology side of things.
On the technology side, yes, of course. I think even when we strike that relationship with your chosen accountant, there'll be parts where sometimes in the agreement that you would actually manage the receipts side of things, keep that side of the bookkeeping up to date, so that when you hand it over to the accountant, you can do the necessary calculations to submit your records to the HMRC, etc. So for those people that are small businesses and that want to manage their own kind of receipts and keep a foot of all the expenditure and outgoings they have, there are some business apps that are very useful. And I'm just going to go through some of just quickly mention how people have received it and what the overview is from customers. So we have QuickBooks Online is possibly one of the known ones, where you can scan your receipts and it keeps it populates the information and the data into a spreadsheet and keeps it up to date for you. And that's one of the best overall ratings. Next one is FreshBooks. It's known for invoicing. Zero.com is best known for collaboration. Zoho Books is best for automation. And Hive Age is the best payment option. Some people have rated that as the best payment option. Wave Invoicing is also best for invoicing as a runner-up to the first one I mentioned, which is FreshBooks. And as you've mentioned also, you've touched upon Sage Business Cloud Accounting, which most accountants should have. Like you said, you know, they should really have that in their infrastructure anyway as a business practice.
Yes.
But also if you want to keep that at home and keep that piece of software at home to keep abreast of all the information that you are spending, then that's one of the best user experiences. So for those people that are kind of lay people that need to actually want a basic system to understand where their outgoings are and income is going, then that's one of the best ways of keeping records.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. The 10th one and the last one as we begin to prepare ourselves. Thank you, Mr. Hamidi. He said recommendations from someone you trust. Recommendations from someone you trust. So that's the 10th one. The 10th one that you can choose, 10 of the tips that you can choose in selecting an accountant for your business. Recommendations from someone you trust. The person would have used the accountant before, they would have done business with them before, or they could be servicing them now and they can recommend and say, listen, I use them and I'm happy with them. Go have a chat with them. Sometimes they have deals. They have 1 week deals, or they have a month deals, or they say, listen, come in, let's have a chat. And you would also have to check them out. I have 11th one. I have 11th one as we prepare to walk out of the studio and say bye-bye. Trust your instincts. I came with a 10th, but let me add the 11th tip of choosing an accountant. Trust your gut feeling. One of the brilliant gifts that an interpreter can ever have is trusting your gut feeling, that inner voice to know the person. There are people you meet and within seconds you can tell, I can work with this guy. Or there are people you meet and you think, I can anticipate challenge. Or there are people you meet and as you start talking to them, you think, I like this. I like this guy. I like this guy. I'm prepared to be vulnerable to this person. Because for an accountant, it's a very sensitive, very, very strategic, and a very, very important component of your business. This is how I did it. That is how I did it. So, and it's been working for me for all these years. I trusted my gut and it's never failed me.
And you have to entrust them with your personal data, don't you? Literally, of course, you know, they need to know bits about your account. So, and your practices. So that's, trust your gut and hopefully be able to build trust with that accountant so you can actually have an ongoing, fruitful business relationship.
You know, that's the 11th one. So I prepared 10, but as I was talking, I had the 11th one literally walking into my mind, and I felt, let me share it with you. Listen, it's been good. It's been beautiful. It's been lovely. It's been fantastic. Well, what is your last word for our listeners?
I know. We just started. It feels like time flies when you're having fun, as the saying goes. I'm going to look for something to do to celebrate Jamaica Independence Day this weekend. I might be able to report something back next week. So yes, that's what's on my mind right now, and also breakfast because I haven't eaten yet. But yes, it's been a good session, and thank you, my co-host and co-pilots for this past hour.
I like the co-pilot title. I like the co-pilot.
Okay, you can add that to your CV. So it's all good, and I'm just wishing everyone, thanking everyone for tuning in, and also wishing you a wonderful weekend ahead.
It's been Simone and Kojo. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwaka. We'll be with you next week, Monday, talking marketing, branding, and everything that goes with you doing business. It's been, once again, Fantastic Radio, the home of possibilities. Mr. Hamidi, have a wonderful and a beautiful and a fantastic weekend. Do join us on Monday as we come through with business and everything to do with entrepreneurship. Goodbye and have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
The empowering conversations with our guests, the riveting music we share with you. Thank you for choosing Fantastic Radio UK, home of possibilities.